Easternwell is one of Australia's leading drilling contractors, and we deliver our services through Easternwell Minerals and Gorian Coal. Gorian Coal has been providing minerals drilling services for over 65 years. Our promise, Altogether Better, encompasses our ability to be innovative, efficient, responsive and cost-effective. Our clients are comfortable in the knowledge that we're keen to work with them to deliver better solutions. And most importantly, our promise emphasises our team spirit and philosophy. The combined experience and talents of our people make us all together better. At Easternwell, we have a unique blend of people. So who are these individuals? What are their day-to-day roles? And how long have they been a part of Easternwell?
Started off with just a green offside. I'd never been in the field before in my life. Decided to give it a go and just progressed over the years. The driller's main operations for the day is to organise rig movements, drilling of holes, organising of crews and communications with the hydrologists and geos and supervisors and the office in Perth.
An offsider keeps all the materials going to the driller, make sure that we've got our drinking water and stuff that we need out on site, and usually handles the tools.
Our main job is to make sure the guys are safe, give them a safe work environment. I have a supervisors meeting every morning with the client to run down on what happens.
Most of the time on the rig we've got a trainee driller, senior offsider and an offsider or two. So the senior offsider's job is to basically train up the junior offsiders, and the trainee driller is there to relieve the driller whenever he needs to be doing something else.
The essential part of your job is to do whatever the driller requires of you, as long as it's safe to do so. But depending on your level of training and your level of experience, the jobs do vary a fair bit, especially fueling, transport of vehicles and things around. It's operations of backhoes and Manitou, telehandlers, that kind of operation, doing all the pre-start checks, and you take care of making sure the operations run smoothly, everything's in place and ready to go for the next step of the process.
I started off as a green offsider, did that for about a year and progressed up to a trainee driller and then a relief. And then I drilled for quite a few years and been supervising for the last year and a half. My role is to look after the boys out in the field. I look after 5 rigs out in the field, so I travel from site to site. If there's something the boys can't sort out between themselves with the client, I go in there and help sort it out, fix it up. Speak to the client on a regular basis to make sure the boys are doing the right thing, get their perspective on how the boys are going and relay it back to the crew if necessary.
Working on a drilling rig isn't for everyone. So what attracts people to this line of work, and in particular, working for us?
I was mainly attracted to the drilling industry because I wanted to change of pace. I'm very new to this industry. I was in hospitality before, and quite frankly I was getting a little bored of it, so I wanted to take a different approach. I wanted something outdoors and active, helping to maintain a healthy lifestyle, which you certainly do as an offsider, there's no doubt in that. So far the training and everything has been really good, so I've been so far very happy with Easternwell.
Going out there, just drilling new ground is really good. Just going places where not many people have ever seen. The remoteness, I like being out bush and just the quietness, and if you've got a good crew, it's really enjoyable to work.
I was attracted to the industry because it was something that was happening I wanted to be part of. It's something there's a lot of opportunity for us. You put your head down, work hard. There's a lot of training opportunities. There's quite a structured system here for progressing through the ranks. So hopefully next couple of years I'll get myself to a driller.
Working away from home presents real challenges for people with families. So how do our people feel about this? And how do they overcome the distance and separation involved?
What I like about the fly in, fly out is you get a week at home. It gives you a chance to get a few things done that you don't normally get to do when you're 9 to 5.
Here you've got pretty good communication, you've got internet, you've got full mobile service as long as you're with Telstra.
I've certainly found that my one full week off, I get to spend a lot more quality time with my family than I was ever able to before, with only getting 1, sometimes 2 days off in a week, living 5 minutes from home and work. So yeah, I find that as long as it does suit your lifestyle and your family and everyone's happy with it, it's great. It works really well.
When our people aren't working on the rig, they enjoy downtime at the camp. So, what's it like living in a camp environment for extended periods? And how does this impact on relationships?
Living in the camp's pretty good because you don't have to cook. The food's good, and rooms are always clean. It's nice and quiet at night because a lot of guys do night shift. It's important that we all talk to each other. We rely on each other to get things done safely. So it's good to have a good rapport with your teammates.
You're living with these guys, you're eating with these guys. They are basically your family out here in the field, so you have to get on 100% of the time.
The team spirit is really good. I mean, especially on the rig that I'm with now. You know, you become a family out here. I mean, when you really look at the reality of it, you work and spend more time with them than you do your own family and friends back home. So it's really good. The support's excellent from above with the supervisors and things. So yeah, we all get along really well, and yeah, that's definitely important to be able to get along with everyone.
While many of our operations offer camp-style accommodation, our exploration crews often spend a considerable amount of time in on-site caravans. So, how do our team members get to site? How do they purchase supplies for their swing? And what are the special challenges of this kind of operation?
Well, generally how we get to site is you fly up from Perth to site, so the closest town. And when you get there, there's generally a bloke that's going out back home. So you do a bit of a crossover with the person, have a chat about things, see what we need for a food shop. He'll hand over a list like for the food shop, what we need to pick up for freight. The food shop's pretty much anything you want. We try to stay away from chocolate, lollies, plenty of fresh vegetables, meat. That's pretty much it. There's no limit. We'll sort of try and eat well. We make lunches and that in the morning. Generally we have one bloke making lunches in the morning. One bloke will be doing water, making sure we've got plenty of water for the day, doing pre-starts on the vehicles. We've got to fill out a book every morning, make sure the vehicle's safe to go out for that day, because sometimes we'll be a fair way from camp and we need to be sure that your vehicle that you're driving out's safe. We've got comms and everything at camp, so you're free to use the internet, like Facebook. We've got a phone as well, so you can ring your wife, family, and talk to them every night if you want to. There's no limits on that.
There's no doubt that a close bond develops between our people at Easternwell. The focus is on teamwork, and behind every action and every decision lies one vital consideration: safety.
Health and safety on site is very important because everyone wants to go home. Nobody wants to see anyone hurt or injured, so it's everyone's job to make sure it's safe.
There are obvious hazards around, but the most important thing that's always stressed is everyone wants to go home in one piece to their families. Nothing else is as important as that. So there are procedures in place, and the training is excellent as far as keeping you aware of what's going on. Every day you're reminded of the dangers involved.
The purpose of the pre-start meeting is so everyone knows what's going on for the day. They know which rig they're on, know what's expected of them out of the day, sit down and talk about any issues or problems, check their take fives and that from the day before, and yeah, just virtually make sure that they feel that they're working in a safe environment and that they've got the gear to do the job.
Australia's climate presents its own challenges when it comes to working at Easternwell. During summer, the temperatures out here can really soar.
When you're working in the hot environment, it's important to keep up the water. We go through somewhere between 10 and 12 litres each a day. Some of the temperatures we're sitting in is 40, 45 degrees, and it really drains you.
There's always water there, there's always your fluid you need, your PPE, your protective equipment is very important. It is hot, and that's just the reality out here, but like I've said, there's the support procedures are there in place. No one's ever going to complain about you stopping to take a drink of water. That's just something that has to be encouraged, and again, you keep an eye on each other to make sure everyone is getting enough.
As one of Australia's leading drilling and well servicing companies, we operate over 70 rigs throughout Australia, and with over 1,100 employees, we must have an excellent management and support structure to ensure that every part of our operation runs smoothly. Here at our office in Perth, a team of highly experienced people support our field operations.
My role here at Easternwell is to make sure the rig orders get out to the rig on time. The challenges that I face are trying to make sure the parts get there in a timely fashion. Some of the places are hard to get to, so it can be difficult.
My role as the HSE manager for minerals is to oversee the monitoring and application of the HSE management system across all of the minerals business units. Fitness for work is a significant issue for our clients and for Easternwell. Heat stress is something that comes on very quickly. You show symptoms. If you don't treat those symptoms, you escalate very, very quickly to heat stroke and potentially death. So for us, heat stress is a significant issue that we monitor very strictly and thoroughly every single day of the week. When you look at it simply, safety is an attitude. Safety isn't a job. Safety is something that people take very personally. And I think if we really embrace that and look at using the resources that we have to effectively promote good decisions being made in the field.
We have a registered training organisation integral to the business. We find that important. It's a vital part of the business in the way that we prepare our people to go to the workplace. We have pretty much everything that we need to train a person in to prepare them to go to the field.
My role within Easternwell is General Manager of WA Minerals. I'm responsible for all the West Australian operations. First and foremost, a client expects from Easternwell a safe operation. That's the first thing they expect. From there, they expect an efficient operation. They expect a certain level of production that will keep their costs under control and certainly help them achieve their targets in terms of production and budget. Every day, all the departments meet. They discuss what happened yesterday. Are there any issues from yesterday? Is there anything we need to follow up on a maintenance front, especially a safety front with our clients? Then we have a look and then we look ahead for today. What's happening today? Are there any issues on site? Are there any problems that are going to stop us from achieving our targets for the day? And it gives us the opportunity to discuss those issues, put in any corrective measures and get that implemented. I've been in the industry pretty well all my working life, so about 25, 26 years. Started as a driller's offsider and have worked my way through the business and through the industry. I think what I enjoy about the industry the most is the continual change and the evolving of better equipment, greater production, and certainly the improvements that have come about in safety. Safety systems in place are fantastic, and we can manage a high-risk task quite effectively.